Hello and welcome. Today we're delving deep into the paths of the earth. And we're now down all the way on level 7. Heart of Iron, the foundation stone of Shadowmere. Now if you're wondering what the foundation stone is that I'm talking about, it was mentioned in one of the lore scrolls. I may not have explained this to you, but I've got to leave something out, otherwise why are you going to play my dungeon in the first place? Yeah, ask yourself that. So the first thing you'll notice is this corpse. He's got a sword dagger. That's just like the sword dagger I'm carrying. And it's got on it a cruel dagger used by the Souls of the Dust, an order of assassins, and it bears their motto, Nonulus hominibus necessum est moritur. That is, of course, in Latin. Latin being the fanciest of all languages. Perfect for mottos and such. That's why government officials and state agencies use those sort of things. So here we have Madwyn's orders. Madwyn is of course the assassin who is lying on our floor. If you thought it was Ivante, you're just like crazy. He's a badass, he'd never die. How could you say such a thing? So instructions down the bottom of the brackets, they sort of tell you how you unlock Ivante mode. That's right. You can unlock him too, you can play as him. Sanctuary just talking to us here. And of course, once you've unlocked him, you can import him into other people's dungeons. I'm playing Master Quest with him right now. Or rather, I have a saved game playing Master Quest with him, because obviously I'm doing something else right now. So, Sanctuary, he feels us, the warmth of our last breath. This totally makes sense if you read my description for what Undeath is like. Level 9. Totally go check that out. So, in earlier editions, it just had the talking. It didn't have the person who was talking. It didn't tell you who that was, because I assumed that everyone would know that that was Sanctuary you're talking to. But a lot of people assumed that it was Torlik. Yes, it steals his life and gives him power. It is just what we need. Come on, Ekin. Yeah, that's right. And he's not coming back. So, nice and easy. Oh gods, make it stop! He realizes that he's made a terrible mistake. So, here we are, Hearts of Iron, Foundation Stone of Shadowmere. The Foundation Stone, of course, if you read my lore scroll, and now I'm just going to explain it because I've got something to talk about. That explains that there is a massive, powerful, magical stone here. There are others throughout the world, but the Foundation Stone of Shadowmere, it instills power into, well, the lesser crystals which are used as life crystals. That's right, I had to expand the lore to include life crystals, otherwise it wouldn't make sense. And so I did. Anyway, these life crystals, this Foundation Stone is the source of the thing. It lets them resurrect the mortal champions, but only of course if the soul of that champion is willing to return from the dead, and that's what let people like Kalen Voss become so incredibly powerful. You may have noticed that these custom skeletons have ridiculously fast attack speeds. Also notice all these pits all over the place. If you fall down these holes, you will end up in level 8, the prisoner pits. Now I'm not going to show you a walkthrough of that, because I'm not stupid. It's filled with hard monsters. It's basically there as a punishment because you were stupid enough to fall down a hole. Don't fall down a hole. That's my only advice. Now, there are spawn points. Every time I cross one, it spawns in one of these guys. Why? Because they're the most annoying guys that I could think of. I mean, they shoot poison bolts at you. That's just annoying. And that's why I put them in. So yeah, every time you cross one of those thresholds, it will spawn one of them. And I can't remember where all those thresholds are, so you just get the lovely surprise of getting poisoned by random guys and that fill up the room. There's a fire one. That crystal, important, it is the only life crystal on this section of the floor that you can actually reach. You can't reach any of the other ones, so don't even bother. Don't even go there, girlfriend. So, I'll just finish off this guy. Teach you to show me my back. Stab you in the back, just like a terrible friend. Grandmaster Torlik, this is his very chamber. Oh, to history. If these walls could talk, they'd probably scream. There we go, it has come to this nonetheless omnibus necessimus moritur. Why does he say that? Yeah, that's Sancturon in there. He's being transformed into an evil, evil thing. And yeah, he'd surprise me at the door. Sometimes he's not at the door, but I'm gonna let him walk back into the room so I can show you something. Because I could kill him so easily, and holy shit, what was that? Oh! Ho! What are you doing here? Who sent you? Ah, it's so worth. I put them in because they can fly, and that way they can just cross all the barriers and be a pain in the ass. No, go back! I may end up editing this video just for the purely if he doesn't go back and just for time. Ah, I gotta stop wandering around because I'm getting more monsters in. And that's bad. Ha ha! You are all nothing compared to me. Yay, you can enter the room proper. There he is. It's old Saint-Chiron himself. Oh my god, he teleports! How the hell did he do that? Is he magic? Yes, he is magic because he's shooting stuff at you. This just makes him more interesting because I had some people that were like, I walked in there and I just killed him and I didn't even realize that he was a boss fight. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. So yeah, I made him teleport. That just makes him annoying. He's like, I'm shooting fireballs in your face and you come over and kill me and then I'm all like, oh, I teleported somewhere else. And you're like, oh my god, where'd he go? And then you get behind him and you stab him in the back. Hello, sir. You have time to talk about our Lord Jesus Christ. What? Where'd he go? My god, it's like he didn't want to hear about salvation. Completely understandable. I mean, I'm sure you understand. Oh, I just assassinated his ass. Oh, yeah. Who is the man? Close that door. Oh, are you raising a barn? It's good manners. So, what do we have here? A little scroll? Why, it is a note from Grandmaster Torlik himself. The century cannot stand alone. The loss of Turin has seen our numbers greatly diminished. No supplies will be coming. The farmlands lie in ruins. Perhaps the right course is to take the remaining of our people to lease, under the Mage Father's forbidding. I think it a wise course. But the faces of the dead at Turin, they haunt me. To surrender is to make light of their sacrifice. The foundation stone is key. From it the lesser life crystals take their charge. What if we did not die to be resurrected? I shall begin the rituals. We shall stand immortal, equal to the clans, and we will have peace. Grandmaster Torlik. So that is why he did what he did. He was ultimately corrupted by the power of the foundation stone. Such power. Mortals, they just do not understand. And so this is the teleporter in his chambers. This is the special teleporter. It brings us to the end of our adventure. So, let us return to the surface. Our task complete. We are the conquering heroes. I painted this. Here's a picture of Saint-Chiron. He's crumbling into dust before our very eyes. His form consumed by the darkness that has birthed him. The teleporter in Torlik's chamber returns you to the surface. You stand on the mountainside and watch the sun rise over the college. Your trials at an end. I mean, the paintings aren't very good. I mean, I kind of made them in about this plus the two drawings, the intro. They took about an hour and a half to make all of them. Whereas the first picture of the skull with the butterfly in his eyes, or the moth, that took about 3 weeks. But I made that before I even started this dungeon, so I was just like, hey, that suits, I'll go and use it. So here's all the credits. Nikon, he made the Isgalian, the Ugalians, the custom torches, and the crystals. You may have noticed that some of the crystals look different. The little crystals, one of the big crystals is different. Ixnet Sertifo. Yeah, I can't pronounce his name. His tome library, Tursus made the cultist monster, who I used for Hardcheck and Sancturon. Skugsvane made the extra lanterns and the fountains. Pit. He made the Mine Tile set, the Cozy Dungeon set. Meredith, he is the Custom Shields, and Germany, Grim Table and the Grim Bed. And with that, our adventure is sadly at an end. What's that? You'd like it to continue? Well, hell. Go download my second dungeon, Beneath the Sands. That's right, fancy, fancy stuff. So here we go into the credits, so I am going to cut it off right here. If you want to see these credits, you can of course clock the game yourself. Because I should say, congratulations, I love this game. So these guys are awesome. You're so awesome. And yeah, I'll leave you with that. Thank you for watching. Download my mod. Play later main campaign, pay my dungeon, play a bunch of other dungeons, play my other dungeon. Thank you for watching. You've been fabulous. Goodbye, y'all.